Godzilla from Night Combat version. Now here's a little trivia about this particular figure and why I pretty much sold off my Shin Godzilla figures that I literally got in the past. One is mostly due to this, but the other reason is that the original Shin Godzilla figure that was released a long time ago in 2016, that figure was hit with a lot of issues, and the one who's literally is the Fourth Awakening. Well, while I really love the Fourth Awakening, it's, well, it was due to financial situation. But don't worry, I'm pretty much planning to get that figure somewhat in the future. I mean, to be honest, when they're literally releasing Mechagodzilla and Rodan 2-pack, but that was announced like, well, weeks ago, then I'm pretty much sure that Shin Godzilla, there's no doubt that Shin Godzilla is also gonna get, well, some sort of a release with that one. I'm calling it. But in the meantime, I'm pretty much happy to say that the overall painting and sculpting of this Shin Godzilla is absolutely outstanding. But it's not without any flaws. Now, like any other YouTubers has stated many times, the eye placement is not correct. While I would pretty much sure that this eye is mostly correct, this one is a little bit higher up, which is not that accurate. It should have been lowered a little bit down, so those two eyes would face the same direction as it should be. But as of now, it's a little bit down placed, but for me, it's an easy fix. But the most notable issue with this figure is the painting of the teeth. It's still, well, not that great. I mean, come on, Bandai, is there really no way to pretty much fix this goddamn fucking teeth? Even I can paint those better. And then there's another issue, is that the left eye pops out really easily. And I don't see any crack, but yeah, that's just the minor critique I have with this figure. And yet again, has no accessories. I mean, to be honest, when it's literally a Shin Godzilla that doesn't glow purple and literally have a spinning jaw, it's quite expected. But what he does have, that is the most clever feature I've never expected in a million years, is that he literally is a figure made out of transparent red plastic. Why am I saying this is fantastic? Well, here's the thing. This motherfucker glows red, for obvious reason. And with an example, I literally shine a bright light and boom! It shines through the red plastic as if the overall figure, or at least the skin, between the skin, pretty much of the ribs and such, literally glows red and is more visible than ever. That it almost creates an illusion that he's literally charging up. Now that is fantastic and is a lot of improvement over the what the hell the original was. And another thing I really like is the option of the overall tail, which, while I would say it's not that bone colory as we are used to with the Shin Godzilla, I will say that it almost looks like candy, and it does look yummy. But the silver dry brushing of the figure really makes it look like it's still bones protruding, that is being protruded by red glow bright light. And the overall face sculpt is still visible even if it's transparent plastic. And what's also really nice is that all over the overall figure is pretty much painted with either metallic paint or just, well, as I stated before, metallic red paint. And this is something that is similar to the Gundam markers with the metallic red paint. They literally just painted the transparent plastic, not just with the overall grayish, blackish gray coloring, but also with metallic red, which I think it's really clever, and actually something I did with my original figure. And I don't know if they literally took my nose and literally did to themselves, but honestly, if they actually did that, I hope I wasn't the inspiration, because holy shit, I literally just beat them to their game. But yeah, every single area of this figure is literally either just painted just nice gray, and it's still visible with the eye of the camera. I mean, still, while the original literally has the crimson red, which was visible, it was a little bit too dark. But with shining, well, with lights protruding this figure, the red just shines even more, which is a amazing feature for the overall figure. And of course, it's quite solid. And look, he still holds the tail. What kind of a wizardry did they do? And look, the tail doesn't pop off, which for the original figure, which my boy Steven actually pointed out in his copy, it turns out that, well, for some, when they got the original figure, it turns out that maybe over the time, or when he got it, the socket where the tail is actually connected to the ball joint, the socket just cracked for the original. So, wow. I don't know if it's over time or it's just when they literally got the copy, but for me, that's, ooh, boy. But for this one, it stays in place, for now at least. But yeah, I don't know how long longevity of the figure will last over the years, but let's hope that in the future it doesn't have the same issue as the original. But all I can say is that even for the original, it's still a murder weapon. I mean, look at the back. It still looks like trypophobia. I love it. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And the paint on the nails is still looking good. And even the toenails, they look extraordinary. And boy, do they look disgusting in the right way. And then I also mentioned that this tail is a long ass boy with a circumcised tip. I think most Americans will relate to this figure. Or literally this creature. This skinless creature that almost looks like, well, like its skin got ripped off. Why do I hear Funky Town music? Of course, as usual for the, fourth version of Shin Godzilla, I mean, literally just, think about it. If we got the original, if we are excluding the reissue, then we got the Fourth Awakening, then we got the Frozen one, and now this, actually, no, it's actually fifth. We got also the one that's literally exclusive. So, 5 of 6? I don't know anymore. But anyway, for the overall articulation, you got the, similar ball joint over the necks with the system of ball joints. And of course, you cannot make him look up, but if you unpop the jaw, you can literally make him have an illusion that he is looking up. And literally Photoshop it like he's trying to, literally laying down. But that's not a feature, and now I'm gonna put it back. As usual, he looks really down, and you gotta be careful when you move it, otherwise you will cut yourself and bleed. And of course, the shoulders is literally on the ball joint functionality, and if yours are stiff, either heat it with a hairdryer and then remove the ball joint carefully, and then pop it back on, but Steven Toy Reviews will literally help you out. And of course, it's on the system of ball joint. Everything is on a ball joint. So, the arms are pretty much just stationary. So, it doesn't matter. But you can literally have creativity with it. And of course, as I stated before, he can crunch really down. And that looks amazing. As for the thighs, they are literally on a double ball joint system. And as I stated before, we got the goddamn thigh popping off. But it's easy to pop in again. And of course, the knee cover literally just on a slab, and then we have ball joint, and of course the 16 ball jointed segmented tail. Sorry. The posability of Shin Godzilla is pretty much the same as the other four versions, but this one really makes the cake because due with the overall transparent red and the overall articulation being a little bit better, not perfect, but still better than the others. It is a fun figure. It's a figure that is really fun to pose around if you get used to it. But you also gotta be careful so you don't hurt yourself. This one will kill you. Here we have Shin Godzilla next to Ultima, who is by far the one who has the longest tail than Shin Godzilla and pretty much beat him to the game. And of course here we have him with his sizable body, the legendary Godzilla from Higher Toys. And how could I forget about Kamakura-san's other brothers? Here we have him next to Kamata-kun and Shinagawa-kun, aka second and third form. So there you have S.H.MonsterArts Shin Godzilla 4th form night combat version. And honestly, I really like this figure. Not sure if I love it though, but it is pretty much better than the original. By far. And if you have not gotten the original, this is a better option. By far. The overall plastic quality is sculpting detail with the transparent red really makes it that much special. The articulation is quite solid. While some key areas may be a little bit too stiff, it's not that big of an issue. While he doesn't have accessories, he's still really look opposing. And while he is really pricey, I think the overall execution of it really makes it worth the price. I mean, I really come expecting having no accessory at this point, so it doesn't matter for me. But of course, it kind of depends if Higher Toys is going to do their version, but who knows? I mean, let's be honest, with the overall feature with the red transparent, I don't think they're gonna... It's only a matter of time if they're actually gonna execute it properly. But only time will tell them. Only time will tell. And who will know something about him. Oh god. Of course, something I forgot to remember. He has a pussy mouth. And it's still disgusting and beautiful at the same time. So, forgot about that detail. But yeah. This is literally a version that if you have forgotten to get the original, this is a perfect pick. By far. No doubt. But of course, we will see what will happen in the future. Oh boy. But yeah, that's all I had to say about the about this review. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you like what you see and want to see more, please make sure that you leave a like, comment, share with others, and also subscribe. And also hit the notification bell button as well. And of course, I have a Patreon if you want to support me there. It's completely optional. And of course, if I have other social media that you can follow me there. It will be in the link tree. But yeah, that's all I had to pretty much had to say right now. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you all next time.